Okay, so we're gonna get stuck in now today. What I've got here is a giant bag here. I'm gonna put lots of this gravel and stone in because some of it will be used in the filter here, in the bog filter at the back. I'm gonna want all that stone to act as a natural filter, so I'm gonna hold on to all that, all the good stuff anyway. And we're gonna get this emptied, we're gonna get this wall knocked down, and then we start working on the back here then on the stream. And we're gonna work our way back out, and once we got the stream done, we're gonna redo the liner. I'm expecting that to be done tomorrow. We won't get through to that point today. And yeah, and I want to make sure. Now I do believe I've got enough liner to do the entire stream. I just want to make sure that I do. I'll get all my measurements then once I have everything set up, and then I'll order all of the liner I need. So that's yeah, let's do this. So got a bit of this swept out. Go a bit wider and show you. Got a bit of this swept out. Bit of an issue. We've got a bit of water sitting underneath here as well. Now, the thing is, this is actually a pretty good... what's this stuff called again? Yeah. So the thing about this is a pretty good liner actually. So what I'm going to do is... Brew! There's Niall. Niall's give me a hand. Say hi, Niall.
Hi, Niall.
Good man. And get out of the way, you're not important anymore. Where's Brew? There he is. Yeah, he's a great boy, isn't he? What's wrong? You want somebody to throw that ball for you? Ah, he's a good boy. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, that's a great song. Right, so as I was saying, this is actually a pretty good liner underneath. I'm surprised how well it's held up. It would have been very expensive when it was purchased, but there's no punctures or anything at present. I kind of want to keep it that way because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as a layer of underlay underneath the liner that I'm going to get for it, just as an extra layer of backup and protection, because it seems to be like rubber liners. They're quite expensive, very good for making sure you don't get a puncture, much better than PVC. And to be honest with you, I'm just using PVC on this pond because we're doing it on a budget. But yeah, as you can see, like a waterbed now at the moment. I forgot to get the camera. We rescued a frog. He was in here. I've been looking for him for days. He's gone back down into the back where the forest is because that's the place of forever wetness. It's like always soaking wet. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get this swept all up. We're going to get as much of this out by hand as we can and into the big bucket, as I was saying, or the big garden storage bin, as I was saying. And then what we're going to do is we're going to knock off all these bricks, any bricks that are around the edge, and we're going to be able to peel this tarp back and get it all out in one go, and then we'll have a look and see what's hiding underneath the waterbed. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we pretty much cleared out the bottom here. You can see she's still like a waterbed. And Niall has gone ahead and he started removing some of these. Now so far they've only show them, Niall. It's hard work getting these rocks out.
Oh, it's sweat.
We brought this persuasion tool here, but I don't think we'll actually need it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get all these stripped back. That way we'll be able to get this liner out, and yeah, then we'll be in business. We'll be able to see what is going on underneath here. So yeah, keep up the good work, Niall. See that? That's how you get ants everywhere. They're not going to be happy. But sorry guys, this wall needs to come down. So we can finally kind of see what's going on here behind the wall, and yeah, Brew is definitely doing some inspections, aren't you, bud? He's a great boy. He's a good boy. Great boy. Brew's a bit warm today, isn't it? Yeah, she's a bit warm. So yeah, so basically we just have it was just kind of muck and soil. There's loads of ants nests and stuff, so they've got moved on. You can see it was just kind of piled loosely behind. So looking enough, we can see that it definitely wasn't providing support to the concrete wall that's here. Concrete wall just needs to be cinder block. It's an old enough wall, so it's quite strong. But you can see it's got this. It's a rubber liner, which is still like I said, in quite good condition. Still loads of ants. Then you've got 1, 2, 3 layers underneath of protection of liner, just a plastic liner. And let's have a first look. 4 layers, another layer back here. This is just like kind of heavy duty enough plastic. And back there looks pristine. So hopefully, once we get all this off, we can get that water out from underneath pretty easily, because that might be a bit of an issue. But yeah, so we're going to keep working away with this. We're going to get rid of this bit here at the end. We'll have to knock the blocks off around the edges. And then we'll just be able to peel all this off and just get this last little bit of wall that you were sitting on for the time lapse there. So yeah, we're making some progress. It's warm. Do you know what I think this calls for?
Beer time.
Beer time. Grab some beers. Oh man, the ice is gone.
Oh no. Global warming, dude.
Global warming. Bro, is that a nice drinky? You got any drinky? Bro doesn't like beer. Yeah, it's a nice drinky, isn't it? Yeah, we'll share it. And one for Niall. And one for me. Now, what's that say? Non-alcohol. No, that's grand, that'll do, because we have to do some driving. We've loads of work to do, so we're drinking non-alcoholics, aren't we? Yeah, it's nice and tasty. Oh. So that's broke. Did you do that? Did you do that because you want somebody to kick that ball? I think you did. That's not good. Are you ready? Oh. Bro, you're breaking everything. You're a hooligan. Full of beans. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. This is how effective mint is as a filter plant. So this was a layer of stones, and the water was going in where Niall is there. It was getting pumped in, going in through one chamber, another chamber, and then this was like the last one before it flowed over this little lip, went down here. We had some water plants there. It's flown out and back into the pond just here. But the mint, like I was saying in the previous video, that the root network was just so vast and expansive that it was after pushing up the whole level of the water. So it was literally pushing up over the edge, and particularly down at the end, because that's where all the backflow was going. So you can see just how dense this is. Like, the water was all flowing through this at a couple of 100 liters per hour. Like, this is a phenomenal filter. Like, look, how is anything supposed to get through that? That is why it works so well. You've got like live bacteria in the stones. You've got the ammonia is being broken down into nitrates, and nitrates, they're being utilized by this root network, and the mint just going crazy. Now there's other plants in here as well. I'll get the names of them. I have them, but I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. But the mint in particular just went crazy, and you can see it's all like, it's just coming out in one go, like the length of it. It's literally, it's after going the whole way back here. So gonna be a bit of a job to get this all out in one go, but I want to rescue it, because now I'll probably get a scissors or a knife and cut it into sections. But that is a filter ready to go, and I don't actually want to leave it out of the water too long. This is still damp. It's not soaking wet or anything. It's just barely damp. It's enough to keep them healthy, but especially once it's out of there, it won't stay damp for very long. So I want to try get this stream sorted and done, so that we can get this back in, so that we have our live filter again. Isn't that right, Niall?
That's right, Greg.
That's right, Greg. Right, grand. Right, let's get back to it. Okay, so after figuring out what's happening here with the... Go on, do a bit of a dance there, Niall. Doing a bit of an L jig. So what's after happening is... okay, don't put a hole in it, because I'm about to. Oh, let's get this right. I'm about to put a hole in it. Oh, Jesus, I didn't realise you hadn't to. Okay, so, water that was flowing over the edge over here, focus. Over here, was going underneath... It was going underneath this layer, and it's trapped between the layers. Now, down here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to peel the first layer here back. I'm going to nick a little hole in the under layers and let it flow out. The reason I want to do that is because we need to get rid of this from all the water that's caught underneath. We're not going to be able to do that until you know, until we get that nicked. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right, so let's have a look and see what we're dealing with here. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, so like I said, we got a bit of a pond underneath the pond. No good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut a bit of a slice into... What is that? Probably a patch job. I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to have another layer of tarp going over here. So let's cut through these guys here. I'm going to pull that back, and I know... past experience, water does flow out here if it goes in behind the pond. Ah, brew! What's wrong? You're an eye because there's no water in your stream. Because you used to love drinking out of this. I'll have to insert a little video of Brew keeping himself cool here in the stream. Not right, but it's very upsetting, isn't it? You've never actually come into... No, you bounced into the pond once and you got the fright of your life. Don't eat that grass. Dog thinks he's a cow. Crazy dog. Yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I have to take a little break. Lucky I'm not filthy. No, that's a lie. I'm absolutely destroyed. Filthy. I have to go down and collect the other half from the bus, but we are getting there. I'll give you a quick look. So the stream behind me here is almost gone and gone down to the... We're at the point here at the last part, which is the really deep part, the main part of the filter. That was just full of plant. That was awesome. That was where kind of all the heavy stuff was coming in. It was going down right into the deepest part. So there's a lot of stone there, and if you can see this book, like that's a 240 litre bag that's almost full of stone. So I'm going to be keeping all of that. That's going to be awesome because that's going to go back in. And yeah, so I better get myself sorted really quickly so I can get down and collect the other half from the bus stop. Before I do that, I'm going to give you a quick look really quickly at just what we've got so far. Alright, so we have a giant pile of rocks. That's everything that was around the front. We have a giant pile of muck. That was the muck between the rocks at the front. We have a big gaping hole in the ground. The pond. Now the reason I've left this in for now is because all the stones and all the bits and pieces, they're going to land on that. The sand underneath is actually really good. I thought that the sand had gone a little bit because it felt kind of sludgy underfoot. It's actually perfect. It's great. So I'm going to leave this last layer of plastic in until it's done. And then when we pull all that out, it's going to take all the rubbish along with it, which is falling in at the moment. So you can see here, I'm going to jump in here really quickly. So this was where, okay, so the water was getting pumped in from the corner here. It was going down right in underneath there. Now this is deep, and then it was flowing through a bunch of layers. Where's Brew back? A bunch of layers. I'll show you here. Sorry, go. So it was flowing through all these channels, so in, up and over, in, up and over. It was coming over here, down into this dip, here over a bit of a ledge, and it was just flowing back along here and into the water. Now, the filtration that's provided has been absolutely awesome, but like you saw with the root network, it just filled it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take this apart a bit, and we're going to build it up higher. We're going to make this much higher, much more significant, so it can hold way more roots, way more plants, provide way more filtration. Because the thing about it is, it was doing super job for the fish, but the fish are getting bigger. They're getting bigger. We'll get rid of this old plant here from underneath. You don't really want stuff growing underneath your filter, your liner, if you can help it. So it was doing a great job for the fish, but they're getting bigger. They're going to need more filtration. But look, that's where we are now at the moment. Hang on, I'm going to hop back out and give you a look at how this looks from a bit of a distance. It's not the prettiest, but oh god, it's definitely a good work in progress. Now, just in case anybody spotted these here, non-alcoholic. We're having a few non-alcoholic brews as we're working away, just because we deserve it, I think. So yeah, bit of a mess, work in progress, but it's definitely getting there. 2 broken brushes, super. Yeah, this is going real well. All the plants here, we're going to work to get them back in as quickly as possible. But yeah, definitely not looking pretty, but we've got a lot done. And we'd have a lot more done if this chap wasn't playing ball all day with Brew. Would you look at this? Stay to you. And oh, the Brew. And yeah, so almost there. Jeez, I better go getting all in. Right, touch in a bit.